Hey, welcome to Wednesday Night Recap. We have finally come to the conclusion of the Bible,
Wow.
the book of Revelation.
Of history.
Yes.
It's concluded.
This is the last recap on Revelation.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And very descriptive tonight of, and I know you want to talk about this, but the new heaven, the new earth, the new Jerusalem, just the majesty of it. There'll be no sun or moon because God's light will be enough.
Yeah.
No
sea.
Yeah.
But there will be a river.
A water of life, they call it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No temple, no church building.
Yep.
Yeah.
With like light bulbs out or sound systems.
No more
don't
pastors.
Work. No more pastors.
No, it was. You know what was great? You know what was great tonight? I mean, I'm really glad you taught tonight because I was able to just kind of sit back and see this like I've never seen it before. You know, I know it's not. God's not going to do a renovation project,
Right.
and that's what you talked about
Yeah.
tonight. But it's all new, and I know that. But when you begin reading the description,
Yeah.
the size of the city, just again, no sun, all that,
The
no
jewels,
temple.
the onyx,
Yeah.
the sapphire. It's incredible.
Because in a human mind, I'd be thinking, hey, listen, Adam and Eve, our ancestors, got kicked out of the garden. Can't we go back to the garden? And we can. And it's not going to happen. And that's where, God always does a new thing.
Yeah.
Really. And, can I digress? I don't know if I'm going to not transgress.
Yeah, don't
not transgress.
Don't transgress.
I just want to change direction.
Regress. I don't know.
Wow.
Regress.
There's a lot of gresses.
Yeah.
I didn't realize until you brought it up.
Yes.
So,
Well, you're going to go backwards, forward. Go ahead. We're with
great.
it.
Back to the future.
There you
Yes.
No, this whole idea of wanting to go back to the garden, wanting to go back to the way it was, and God doesn't do that. And what makes, he always does a new thing. And for the last 50 years, I mean, if you've been in this church as long as I have, and you've heard me do Bible study or preach sermons, I always reflect on the charismatic revival of the 1970s, and how I'd love to see that again. And you know what? I don't think God's going to do it again.
Can do something brand new.
It'll be different somehow.
Yeah, all the awakenings we've had. The first Great Awakening in America, the second Great Awakening in America, Azusa Street, the Pentecostal revival that took place in the first part of the 1900s. And then 1970s, and so that gave me some clarity too. We shouldn't be pining and looking back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And that kind of goes for everything. I
it really does.
People, why isn't my spouse like they used to be? Why don't they do this? The longing for things how they used to be. When
Do you hear that a lot?
I do not hear.
Well,
that.
one you can hear sometimes as pastors is, the church isn't the same as when I first started
they
coming
want the good
here.
old days.
Yeah. It's so much bigger now, and I don't know the people like I used to know them,
That's
and
true, too.
and it's okay. I mean, if you want a smaller church, then that's where you can be known.
Right.
That's fine.
You mean an average size church?
Average church, but it's smaller than what you've been used to.
Sure.
So, but I just tonight it really hit me that in the end of time, it's all going to be brand new.
And not only, like you're saying, it's going to be better than Eden was.
Yeah.
And so why would you want to go back to that when there's something going to be even greater?
And talk about a new Jerusalem. The old Jerusalem was all built with white limestone. And on a sunny day from a distance, it glistens. It's white. But this one is going to be illuminated by the King of Kings.
Yeah.
No sun needed.
Right.
That's true.
You can't even compare it to the old Jerusalem.
No, not at all.
So.
And even think of how you used to be. I used to be. Before Jesus, how he's made us new. I'm almost unrecognizable.
Right.
The
Yeah, you're a
person I
different
used
person.
to be.
Right.
Even that.
You really are. You're a different person. You're a new creation.
Yeah.
Right? 2 Corinthians 7:15. And Paul in Romans 6 as well.
Yeah.
Talks about us being new.
Makes all things new.
So, yeah. So it really shouldn't be that surprising, but it was great. Thankfully, the Bible and Revelation ends on a positive note because there's so much tribulation or wrath of God.
And the shame of it is, in the end, there's still the reminder.
Yeah.
there's still the reminder that there
Yeah.
is another side to that. And
outside the gates.
yeah.
Yeah. Yet what's interesting, the gates are never closed. So even though there's all that outside the gates, it's nothing for you to fear as you
Yeah.
live in the new heaven and the new
Right.
Jerusalem.
And we'll see him face to face. That's
Yeah.
incredible to me.
Yeah, our minds can't even comprehend.
Nope.
So, but it's been a great run. Does anybody
Yes.
remember when we began? Did we start like January?
I want to say it was end of
Probably
January,
first
beginning
of
of
the
February.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a good run. Revelation. It's been a long time since we've looked at it.
We've done a Sunday morning sermon series on the 7 churches.
Yep.
We've had
life
life
group
life
class,
groups
yeah.
on Sunday morning.
on the end times.
Yeah.
It was really neat how it all came together.
Yeah.
So we don't want to hear that we didn't talk. We haven't been talking about the end times. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been doing that all year.
But hopefully people have a hunger
Yeah.
for end times and
Yes.
realizing that this world is not all there is. You know, we're putting so much stock and investing so much in this life. We need to remember that there is an eternity waiting for every one of us.
Right.
And we don't know when that'll be. All it takes is for our heart to stop or for Jesus to come back. And he can do that in a moment. So, I do believe in the imminent return of Christ, second coming of Christ. So with that said, we're done with Revelation, and next Wednesday is July 5th, the day after the holiday. There are no Wednesday night activities here at Praise. And then the following Wednesday night, July 12th, we have a video series by Dr. Linda Seiler called Compassion Without Compromise. It'll be dealing with LGBTQ issues. She has a personal her background includes a personal struggle with trans issues and how she came through that. You really need to schedule your calendar, be with us for that.
you do.
For that Wednesday night. And for those that'll follow, I believe it's about 5 sessions.
Yeah, I believe so.
It is.
And starts July 12th. That's it for advertising on that. This Sunday I'll be sharing on July 2nd.
Jesus said.
Jesus said. We're going to continue in that series, and I'll be addressing the issue of what Jesus said about freedom and freedoms. So looking forward to it. Hope to see you then. God bless and have a great rest of the week.